Yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's happening, what's happening, what's happening? Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy Thursday, happy Thursday, happy Thursday, my beloveds. Peace and love, peace and love. Happy, thankful, thriving, and therapeutic Thursday. We are back again with another episode of SR Daily. I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston. What's the deal? What's going on? I just popped. Energy. Just popped the wristband. Right? Nothing I can do about it now. Just keep it flowing. This is the essence of energy. And well, it's important to mind yours and be wary, be careful, be aware, be alert, right? Be in control. Don't move with haste. Champ 1711, what's going on, Uncle? What's going on? Peace and love, my uncle. Peace and love. Peace and love, my uncle. What's going on? Happy Thursday. I am your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston. We are here with episode 372 of SR Daily. Episode 372, SR Daily, where personality meets enlightenment. Back again. It is another rainy day in New York City. Here in Astoria, it is raining. But you know, it's pretty chilly too. 53 degrees, 54 degrees. But yeah, this is another bipolar spring day. But we are here. We're going to hit the share button. Please do share this live with 5 to 10 of your friends who may be interested in tuning in. Hit that share button. Send it directly to them. It doesn't take long. It doesn't take a lot of effort. It doesn't take a lot of work. Just share, and send this to your peoples. Don't keep this good content to yourself. If you enjoy the content, spread the love. Spread the love. Spread the love. Spread the love, yo. Spread the love. Spread the love. Spread the love, yo. Right? Spread that ish. Spread it. Spread it. Spread it. Thank you, Uncle. I appreciate you. I'm never stopping, man. All the bumps, all the bruises, all of the failures, all of the F ups, all of the mishaps and missteps and all of the stuff, man. Uncle, I'm going to keep going, man. We have been going for almost 20 years now. We came too far to stop now, right? We have accomplished so much. We have done so much. And we are still just getting started, right? We still got so much more to accomplish, so much more to build, so much more to do, so much more to become, right? I'm still becoming who I truly am. I'm in the best space I've ever been in, mentally and emotionally. I'm able to handle failure like that, right? Little, pause, but it's not devastating. All right, I don't see things as devastating anymore. It's personal things that happen. Yeah, it's just we in the process, man, and we growing and we going and we glowing. Said Full Sand Code for top of the morning, my brother. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. On Subway, bad reception. Fish in the Rock. I don't know who that is. Peace and love, though. I appreciate you. Peace and love. But let's get the show started, guys. Once again, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston. You are tuned into episode 372 of SR Daily. This Thursday, May 22nd. It is also day 22 of this 31-day watermelon challenge. I want to say yesterday might have been the toughest day mentally and emotionally. Last night, dealt with some stuff, big letdown, big disappointment. And I thought about food, right? I thought about food. Cause I was like, I would have ate food, right? I would have ate some comfort food last night, some chips, some snacks, some pretzels. I would have ate something last night that would have been comfort, but it would not have been in alignment with who I ultimately am working to become, right? So I just got in and I ate some watermelon and I drank some juice and I watched basketball and I fell asleep, and I fell asleep without journaling yesterday. Definitely did not journal yesterday. So again, 3 days and then I missed the day. And I didn't want to, it's crazy because I didn't want to journal when I first got in because I was really angry. And I didn't want to really journal angry, right? Because I didn't want to like spew anything. But I guess that's what the journal is for, to write when you're angry, right? Because I ended up, again, not journaling and doing other things that just is not in alignment with where I'm at now and where I want to be, right? Just lounging around and just freaking, yeah. So, but progress, all right, to recognize your errors or to recognize the ways in which you want to improve is first step of improvement. And then just constantly replaying the conversation in your head, right? Getting better conversation, getting better language in your head. So that when a situation does arise again, because you will fail again, you will fall short again, you will disappoint yourself and others again, and be disappointed by others again. You don't go off course, right? You may not do the same things, but like, you're not going to be off course, right? It would have been better if I just would have got in and went straight to sleep than up doing all the other things that I did that, right, wasn't beneficial at all. But yeah, Jody, what's going on? Jody Q, peace and love, my sister. I appreciate you. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. It's Papa, peace and love. Thanks for tuning in. But let's start the show, guys. First segment of the day. Today's first segment is a quote of the day, and it is a quote from this book, my brother's book, Higher, Arthur Henry. Give me 1 second. Let me go get the book. I want to show you guys the book because this quote is fire. You guys should absolutely get a copy. I encourage you, I implore you all to get a copy. Arthur Henry. You can look it up on Amazon. It is called Higher, spelled just as it sounds, Higher. I showed this book before. He gave it to me as a birthday gift. It came in this beautiful bag, this uncommon goods bag, recyclable bag. The bag itself is incredible. The bag says, "May this bag serve you well in the carrying of things from somewhere to somewhere else. We designed it to last beyond its life, holding gifts and to be better for the earth than disposable wrapping paper. Stop by uncommongoods.com to see more delightful designs like what you just uncovered." Number one, he gave me a book in like a bag. That's incredible, right? Yeah, Higher, very simple. Higher, right? Self-help, inspirational book. And the back says, "There will be times when life knocks you down. Are you going to stay down? I didn't think so. If you look up, you can get up and reach higher. Believe it or not, we all have a calling in life. Deep down inside, we know there is more to life than simply existing. Why haven't we answered the call so we can reach our full potential?" So, Mr. McFly, what's going on, right? So this book, right, that's not what I wanted to read, though. I just want to show you guys the book. But this quote is freaking profound, right? This is from, I forgot what chapter it's from. It might be from, I don't remember. Can't remember. I didn't write that down. But it says, the word comfort, and it's a passage, right? It's a paragraph. This shit is fire. The word comfort alone should tell you it's not a place to stay. What stays too long serves another. Keep going if you want to be great. If not, you can gracefully bow out now. But if you're in it for the long run, more power to you. The man who does more than he's paid for will soon be paid for more than he does. These aren't merely words. They are law. Your earnings will be in exact proportion to the work you put in. It won't happen overnight. But if you're serious about yourself and where you're going, you will keep going and see the light at the end of the tunnel. Once you get there, you'll be a better, stronger, and wiser person who's able to positively impact those around you. Besides, that's what we do it for, don't we? Trust your process. I think that might be from the Trust Your Process chapter. Let me read that one more time. Because that's when I read that, I was like, maybe I read this a couple of days ago. I wrote this on Monday, right? Monday, I think I wrote this. This is early on in the book. I'm almost finished the book. It said, the word comfort alone should tell you it's not a place to stay. What stays too long serves another. Keep going if you want to be great. If not, you can gracefully bow out now. But if you're in it for the long run, more power to you. The man who does more than he's paid for will soon be paid for more than he does. These aren't merely words. They're law. Your earnings will be in exact proportion to the work you put in. It won't happen overnight. But if you're serious about yourself and where you're going, you will keep going and see the light at the end of the tunnel. Once you get there, you'll be a better, stronger, and wiser person who's able to positively impact those around you. Besides, that's what we do it for, don't we? For those around us, right? Trust your process. Arthur Henry, Higher. Listen, man, these words resonate so deeply. It's pure, profound wisdom. This brother and I share this mindset. Now, I might have mentioned to you, I met him just last year. Maybe a few years prior, actually, I think once. But I met his brother. His brother was a good friend of mine. I met his brother. We were locked up together, right? His brother and I were locked up together in Green Correctional Facility back in 2005, 2006. And his brother is great, right? That's my guy. He's an incredible dude. But like, this guy, Arthur, and I, we share the same mindset. And I might, it's crazy because everybody you meet, you can have a relationship with them. But sometimes it's the relationships you make through them that end up being the reason why y'all met. Like his brother and I, we're going to be brothers forever, right? There's no doubt about that. Like, that's my guy. I believe in him. He's extremely talented. Like, That's my dude. We was in the thick of it together in the facility coming from Queens. All right. It was real and it was rough, but we handled it. But this guy, him and I share the same mindset. Like this guy and I share a mindset. This language is how I operate. I've said that before, right? A saying I said, when you do for free what you could and should be paid for, eventually you'll be paid to do the things you would and could do for free. Listen to this. I told you guys a few weeks ago, I get paid to do the workshops in my neighborhood. Right? I get paid to do those workshops, right? I didn't always get paid to do workshops. I facilitated them myself, right? And it was all good. But now other people facilitate. Well, they organize, and I get paid to facilitate. All right? A couple hundred an hour, which is great, right? $375 an hour. All right. I put that out there for you guys. So that's beautiful. But I would do that shit for free. 100% I would do it for free. 100% I would do the workshops in my neighborhood for free, but I am fortunate that I get paid a couple hundred an hour. And then if they don't have what I asked for, we negotiate because I would do it for free. So it's no problem to come down on the price, but they respect my work. They respect my wisdom. They respect the energy. And so they pay me my rate more often than not. Right. But yeah, like some things that I've been paid for in this last 15, 16, 17 years that changed my life, I would have absolutely done for free hosting this event. Right. Like, yeah, I would do these things for free, man. I got paid to go speak at the freaking, not speak, got paid to be at my fiance's school, right, for a week doing the enrichment week, right, my meditative empowerment program, right, a couple $1,000. I would have did that for free. 100%. Couple hours a day, right, to hang out with young people, having fun, having snacks, like all of the stuff, like doing I would have done that for free, but they paid me. So like, the man who does for free what he could and should be paid for, he eventually gets paid to do the things he would do for free. And you get paid more, right? You get paid more, right? And it's incredible. And this is why, for me personally, I already know I'm a billionaire, maybe even a trillionaire whose funds simply haven't got the memo yet. The funds haven't made its way because it's so much money that it hasn't made it here yet. It's going to be so much coming in at one time, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then millions of dollars and hundreds of millions of dollars at a time. It can't fit right now, right? And so it's taking a little longer to get here because they printing the money just for me, right? And I know that because I know that the work that I put in for free right now, right? The mentoring, the volunteering, the helping young people, the food, all of the stuff, the grief support group. This is work. This is real work. Talking to families, this is real work. And I do it for free, right? Now, yes, I'm building a business around it, but like for 16 years, I've done it for free. 17 years, I've done it for free, right? I've been paid here and there, but like it wasn't a money thing attached to it. It was like, okay, this is my purpose. This is my service. This is how I want to contribute to the upliftment of humanity. So it's not about money. It's about purpose. It's about passion. It's about empowerment. It's about impact. And I've done that. But now the income is catching up, right? I've mentioned before, I'll say it humbly, the last 4 years, the last 4 years, 5 years, 2020, since 2020, going into the pandemic, coming out of the pandemic, I made more money than I made in the previous 14 years since I was home from prison. From 2007 to 2020, 13 years, I made less money than I made since 2020 to now. It's crazy stuff, right? But let's move right along to our second segment of the day, guys. Second segment, our need to know news of the day. Happy Thankful, Therapeutic, and Thriving Thursday. Sefu said happy Triumphant Thursday, tuning in from Artel Annex. Housing is a human right. Yes, it is. Sefu, let me know if you're coming to Queensbridge, my brother, for the town hall. We are going to start getting ready. I'll be out there like 10:30, just outside giving out some more flyers. Start setting up at 11 o'clock. It's not going to be a huge thing, right? But we definitely want to set up some chairs, set up a couple of tables. We're going to have some free pizza. Shout out to Sliced Out Hunger. But yeah, that's today's news. Today's news, right on time, today is our town hall in Queensbridge for the Connected Chef. We will be talking about our urban farm stand, which is coming back next week. Our urban farm stand is coming back next week. We will be outside. We have extended the time. Last year, it was 2 to 5. This year, it is 2 to 7. We are creating another job. We have created a job for my aunt, right? So we're going to get my aunt involved in the farm stand. Well, she's been involved in the farm stand, but now getting her paid for the work, all right? This is impact. My aunt, she came outside with me in 2020. I said I needed help figuring out how to distribute the diapers. I was purchasing diapers, baby wipes, and other baby products for families in Queensbridge. And I was giving out for free. I was spending $500 a week of my own money, just purchasing these things, giving them out for free. But I noticed something was happening. People were taking it, and then like somebody else was coming back with it. Like, well, where you get that from? Like, oh yeah, I bought it over there. So there were people who were lying, saying they had children, saying they needed the wipes, or they needed the Pampers. And then they were going to sell them to people. And I was like, come on, that's not what it's about. I respect the hustle, but don't do that. There are people who really need the wipes, who really need the diapers. And so I asked my aunt to come outside and help me figure out a system where we can facilitate this thing in a better way. She helped me. She got it right. And then like she took over. And now she runs Fridays. I do Thursdays. We still do food. We still do clothes. We still do things on Fridays. But now she's spearheading that. Right? Yo, new queen, what's going on, beloved? Peace and love. Thank you for tuning in. My aunt spearheads that, right? So she's been outside every week for the last 4 or 5 years, right? And she's been doing it free. Has been able to make money because she also comes out with her oils. So she sells her oils. But now we're creating a job for her. We're creating a $31 an hour job for my aunt, right? To work a few hours a week, all right? A couple $100 a week, right? And yeah, so that's what it's about, man. So we're going to talk about our farm stand coming back next week. We're going to talk about our Juice and Play initiative, which is also coming back next week, where the last Thursday of every month, we give out free juice, 100 and something juices. We have games, chess, checkers, jump rope, hula hoop, bean bag, right? Bean toss. We have different games for folks to engage in. And we do a juice demo. We cut fruit on the spot and show you guys how to make juice. For those who don't know, people are like, well, how do you cut it? Some people don't know how to cut fruits. At one point, I didn't know how to cut certain fruits, right? Like, well, how do you cut this thing? How do you open it? What's the best size to cut them to get them in the juice? Is it triangles? Is it squares? Is it rectangles? Right? So we're going to do all of that next week. And that is the last Thursday of every month. We'll also be talking about our Lifeline grocery program, which is the grocery box distribution. There is a sliding scale program, but the program really works as a CSA, where it's community supported agriculture, where you can each week purchase a grocery box, 20 to 25 pound box with fruits, vegetables, and grains, all fresh, sourced, locally grown here in New York, harvested Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so super fresh. You'll find out how to get into that program as a customer, as well as we'll talk about our free distribution, which is limited right now to 35 boxes in Queensbridge, 35 families a week, which is a lot of money, right? The boxes can easily cost $20 to $30 easy. So that's almost $1,000 that we're giving away in food each and every week. And that's what it's about. So you're going to find that out. You're going to find out about that. We're going to have free vegan pizza sponsored by Sliced Out Hunger. We did it last year. We did the free pizza party last year. We're going to do it again tomorrow. Well, today. Today is Thursday. Yeah, that's happening. That's at 11:30 to 12 a.m. Pizza's going to be, pizza's going to arrive at about 11 o'clock. So we're going to have, 30 minutes or so, eat some pizza, take some seats. And then we're going to have a conversation. We're going to share some information with you guys about Connected Chef, our town hall. I mean, not about it. This is our town hall, about our Lifeline grocery program, our urban farm stand, Juice and Play, and how you all can be a part of it. We need more volunteers, right? We are fundraising currently. We have a new space in Woodside because we're being kicked out of our Long Island City space by Plaxel because they want to rezone and they want to develop luxury towers. And so we're being kicked out for construction. So we had to move to Woodside, so we're not in Long Island City, but we would like to find another spot in Long Island City outside of Queensbridge, right? Further down, so we can get that money too, because all money's not good money, but we want all money, right? And so we want their money too, because they shop, and we need them to purchase groceries from us. And so we still need to find a spot to do our farm stand weekly in our grocery box distribution in LIC Hunters Point area, because there are families who depend on the grocery boxes. How about this? Yo, Donnelly, what's going on, my brother? How about the fact that there are families who are working construction, right? All these development companies, they are building these buildings, and they are food insecure, and they come to us for free grocery boxes. How about that? How about there are families, there are individuals who are working construction on these luxury towers who are food insecure, and they come to us for free grocery boxes. How real is fucking that? Crazy. And so, yeah, we got a lot of work to do. So today's town hall, we're going to talk about all of that, talk about our plan, talk about what we've done, what we're doing, and what we aspire to do with more community engagement, more community involvement. The more people are involved, the bigger this thing can grow, the more impact we can have, the more success we can have, the more families we can feed. Because ultimately, housing, as Steph said, and food are human rights. Food grows freely, naturally. right? Everybody should have access to fresh produce. Fresh produce. It should be free. I understand it's always not. I understand the system that we're in, so it should be affordable. We're going to talk about sliding scale. A lot of people still don't understand what sliding scale means. Sliding scale means that there is a market rate, right? So you come to our farm stand next Thursday. You see the fruits and vegetables on the table. There's a market rate. Let's say strawberries are $6, right? Nice, fresh box of strawberries, $6. You can get 25% off, right? Sliding scale. You can get 50% off if you need. So you can pay $3 for the $6 box of strawberries. And if you don't have the $3, we don't want to turn you away. So you got $2, take some strawberries, right? We'll make it up, right? So like sliding scale, pay what you can afford, but pay something, buy into this food system. We know that changing minds is a task in itself, because we're not just saying shop here, we're asking people to buy into and be part of a new system, a new way of doing things. We all get stuck in our ways sometimes, right? Certain ways you get stuck in, and you've been doing things like this. You've been going to the supermarket. It's hard to get people out of the supermarket to a farm stand to buy fruits and vegetables weekly, all right? Especially in Queensbridge, where they're not used to that, especially when we're not there all the time. We're only there once a week. Right now, we're going from 3 hours to 5 hours, but we need to increase the frequency that we're outside. So we're going to talk about all of that, because with more volunteers, with more people, we can do those things, right? We can do those things. We just need more people. So that's what's going on at the town hall today. Be there. Remember, we will have free pizza, free vegan pizza, sponsored by Sliced Out Hunger. Shout out to them for always supporting this work that we're doing in Queensbridge with the Connected Chef around food access. And let us move right along to our third segment of the day. Today's third segment, as always, is our tip of the day. And today's tip is a direct lesson from an experience that I had last night. Listen, guys, I was jacked up last night. I was sad. I was angry. I had to leave the freaking hearing. Donnelly, if you're still there, I had to leave my brother. I couldn't even respond to the text. Family issues. I was very upset. But the tip of the day is to communicate with precision. Communicate with precision. I asked somebody something. They gave a response, right? I asked somebody, can we reschedule something? They gave a response saying, no, we can't reschedule. I said, okay. In my head, right, and this is, I take my accountability. I could have communicated with more precision. In my head, me saying okay was like, okay, don't worry about it then. We can't. Let's keep the same thing, because we can't reschedule what needs to happen. Let's keep it as it is. In their mind, I guess they was like, okay, well, you asked to reschedule. I can't reschedule. You saying okay, so that means the thing that we're supposed to do is dead, because you got to do something. But yeah, communicate with precision. This is a definite tip for me to communicate with precision. Even more so, communicate more precisely when you are communicating, right? Communicate more precisely when you are communicating with folks who are committed to misunderstanding you and misinterpreting things that you say. Yes, you are great. Yes, you are beautiful. Yes, you are loved. But there are people who are committed 100% to misunderstanding you and misinterpreting what you say. This is real. There are people who do not like you. They do not like you. They do not care about you. They do not care about your relationship. They do not care about your health, your mentally. They don't give a damn about you. And they look for any reason to misunderstand and misinterpret you. 100%. So because now we know that, right? Now I know that I'm made more aware. We can cut out a lot of drama, a lot of bullshit, a lot of anger, a lot of animosity, a lot of ill feelings, a lot of maybe low vibrational thoughts. We can cut a lot of that shit out by over communicating precisely what we mean. Devoid of emotion. Communicate precisely, right? With precision, what you mean, devoid of emotion. And I'm learning that it may be better to over communicate. I'm learning that now. It may be better to over communicate than to under communicate, right? Than to over communicate, because then things get lost and tragedy could be close. Example, asked the person to reschedule. They said no. I said okay. My communication with precision should have been okay, no problem. Don't worry about rescheduling. We can keep the same exact schedule for Wednesday evening. That's my lesson. That's the wisdom for me. Right? That's the wisdom for me. I'm growing. I'm 100% accountable and responsible in finding my own, how I play, the part I play in my own salvation, liberation, pain and struggle, suffering. Right? They said, oh, it wasn't clear to them. Okay, I said, you should have asked for clarity then. It's not their responsibility. Okay, cool, you're right. My bad. I could have been clearer. So guys, the tip is communicate with freaking precision. It's better to over-communicate what you mean and say exactly what you mean, say exactly what you feel, take out the emotion, because when I sent the okay message, it was some emotion. I was disappointed, I was sad. There was emotion there. I should have took the emotion out and explained what I said. Okay, no problem. Don't worry about rescheduling. We can keep the same exact schedule as Wednesday evening, 7:30. That's what I should have said. So that's my lesson. That's my wisdom. I've grown from that. I'm going to get better in communication going forward, not only with that person, but with everyone. And so, like, the loss leads to the failure. And that leads us to our fourth segment. Jody, you will volunteer over the summer. Blessings, 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 beloved. Blessings, blessings. I look forward to having you. Yes, communicate with precision. But that takes us. Yo, I'm okay, brother, man. I'm okay this morning. I appreciate you, man. I was jacked up last night. I fell asleep without journaling. Fell asleep without doing a lot of things I was supposed to do. Just anger, right? But I didn't lash out at anybody. I didn't say anything to offend anyone. That's why I just went home, went in my shell. I didn't, yeah. So, but that takes us to our fourth and final segment of the day. Our build of the day. Today's build is on failure and fuck ups being part of the process to success and greatness. I just laid it out for you guys. Yesterday I failed. Something that was supposed to happen, something that a few different people look forward to happen and didn't happen. There's a lot of reasons, but ultimately it's because I didn't communicate effectively as I could have and should have, what I meant, felt, and wanted and needed in that moment, right? So I failed. I fucked up. People may have been hurt by it. But what happens? I get the introspection, I do the self-reflection, and now I become better. And now I'm going to communicate with 100% precision, right? 100% I'm going to say exactly what I mean, how I mean it. I'm not going to say okay when there's more that I want to say, more that I should say, more that needs to be said so that the message is clear. Take my emotion out of it, right? And I'm an emotional human being. We are emotional creatures. So I'm not saying I'm not going to have no emotion, but in these communications, when it's like that, I'm going to take the emotion out and communicate effectively. Say 63 Tiffany, what's going on, my brother? Peace and love. Right? But understand that this is the way. Failing, right? You heard it before. Fail often, fail big, fail fast. Fuck up, fuck up, fuck up. You succeed. You fail, then you win. This is the way, right? Realizing your fuck ups can make you more aware. They do make you more aware. They make you more stronger. Getting up after failure is a sign of your resilience. Right? And you continue to build that resilient bone in your body the more you get up, right? And understand that it's not just physical, it's mental, emotional. Can you pick yourself up mentally? Can you realize that you fucked up, that you've caused pain, that you've let yourself down, that you may have let others down, that you fucked up something? Can you pick yourself back up emotionally and mentally and get back in the game? Can you? Can you still communicate with somebody you have bad communication with? Can you? Of course you can. You need to. That's growth. That's growth. Exactly. That is growth. That is progress. That is process in action. Right? You are going to fail and you're going to fuck up. You can't get around that. Like, there's no way possible you can get around failing and fucking up. Like, the only way you can not fail and not fuck up is if you don't do anything. And then you're a failure still. Right? That's when you become a failure, when you don't do anything, when you don't try. Like, come on, man. Like, try, strive, communicate. Even if you fuck up, even if you get it wrong, do it. Because eventually you'll get better. Right? You can't get around fucking up. You can't get around failure. It's how you respond, right? How you respond is all on you, and your responses will determine your level of success and status amongst the people. So if you want to be great, if you want to be successful, you're going to fail, right? You're going to embarrass yourself. You're going to be disappointed in yourself. People are going to be disappointed in you, right? You're not going to do everything right all the time. And some will say that's not perfection. Some will say, well, we're not perfect. I'm going to say that is perfection in action. Striving and trying and recreating yourself and recrafting and redrafting. That is what perfection is. Perfection is not, to me, devoid of a blemish. Perfection is making that blemish blend in with the process in the project, right? So that it's progress, right? But yeah, man, right? I wanted to share that, right? Like I said, my wisdoms, things that I share a lot of times, not all the time, they come from direct experience. I understand what it's like to be emotional. I understand what it's like to have to communicate with people you don't want to communicate with, or communicate in ways that seem one-sided or unfair, and you seem justice is not done. But that's the process, man. You keep going, you keep communicating, you keep building, you keep talking, you keep striving, you keep working, you keep doing the thing, man. And it's as simple as that. It is as simple as that, man. But guys, that is the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marson. This is episode 372 of SR Daily. Tomorrow is episode 373. Tomorrow we close out week 75 of SR Daily, getting closer and closer and closer to our next milestone episode, 400. I'm excited. I am grateful. We are locking in the stuff, right? It's July 1st, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Mark the calendar. We'll have a location for you guys as soon as humanly possible. Once that's officially locked in, we're going to try to solidify it today, finally, so we can start getting some promo out there so we can promote the whole month of June, get more people there in the studio, live studio audience, get more people there online. But listen, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Please do join us right back here tomorrow. Same time, same place, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. live, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. If you're coming to our town hall today, please do come. It's 11:30 to 12 p.m. Free pizza, info about our urban farm stand, sliding scale, lifelong grocery program, juice and play, and those are the things related to the Connected Chef and our food work in Queensbridge. Remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up. The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Peace and love. Remember, you are limitless. Peace.